So after the Fallout show came out, my interest in Fallout was back at an all-time peak. I was absolutely obsessed with everything to do with Fallout, the lore again, the potential new content that could be coming to games like Fallout 76 and maybe even a Fallout 5, but obviously a ton of other things. But as of late, in the last months or so, the interest has definitely dropped again, with us just not really hearing anything about Fallout until now, where we have been seeing a lot of new Fallout Season 2 leaks, a lot of Fallout New Vegas stuff because of that, amongst a ton of other things, like the creators of the show starting to get a little bit more adventurous in of course, conversations with reporters and on podcasts and whatnot, detailing and giving us news about Fallout 5 and the potential new location that it, of course, could, potentially be in. Again, before I do get into all of that and more about what I mean about the new Fallout 5 location rumor and potential, I guess, leaks at this point on where that could, of course, be, I would just like to say that there is still a decent amount of you guys who watch these videos who are not yet subscribed to the channel. So if you could do me a massive favor and leave a like on this video to let me know you guys enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel for the latest gaming news and whatnot. And also a little shout out to, I was going to say Juice World, but I'm pretty sure he's dead. Juice Head, who of course actually made a video talking about a lot of the latest Fallout news and gave some hints to Fallout 5 and its new location as well. Again, a lot of the inspiration for this video was actually from him. So shout out to him, but again, I guess without further ado, we'll just get straight into it. So as I mentioned, Fallout Season 2 is currently filming. It was delayed for a bit due to the California wildfires, but is now again back up and running, with Jonathan Nolan, the creator of the show, even going on interviews with him actually saying that they treated the Fallout show like it was Fallout 6. And it's actually elaborated a little bit more here, but he actually says, I think we made Fallout 6, Wagner jokes during our chat. We know all about Fallout 5, we're just not telling anyone, Nolan, of course, added. While Todd Howard, I had one job. Todd Howard, of course, the game director of Fallout, actually said, well, there were some things where I said, don't do this because we're going to do that in Fallout 5, Howard teases, while also being quick to the point out that the Amazon show looks great. So again, that's what Jonathan Nolan seems to be talking about here, is they're actually kind of making Fallout 6 because they were told a lot of things on what not to do, because there already does look like that there's a massive idea with Fallout 5. And of course, what a lot of people have mentioned is, outside of Los Angeles, there's another, of course, massive city in San Francisco, which has had previous mentions in, Fallout games that a lot of people are saying could be the main location of Fallout 5. And you would think such a big location would have already been mentioned in the Fallout show, with the Fallout show already exploring a ton of California and is now going to be going to explore Nevada and New Vegas. But of course, San Francisco has been, it's been left untouched. No one really knows what's going on there. We do know as well, actually, when Obsidian was working on Fallout New Vegas, they were told that San Francisco was not to be mentioned, as they actually originally planned for San Francisco to be said and told that it was completely wiped off the map and was basically completely destroyed. But they were actually told by Bethesda not to say that, just in case it would ruin future plans to do with a Fallout game.
They could place this game anywhere. In fact, at one stage they had asked Obsidian to remove a line in New Vegas about San Francisco being totally wiped off the map. They wanted the Bay Area to at least be an option for future games.
So those are a lot of the really, really big reasons, but there's also to point out that in most Fallout games, they actually like to tease the location of where the next game is going to take place. For example, at the start of Fallout 4 on the news anchor, they actually talk about West Virginia, which we know would be the location for Fallout 76.
Hey, hon, I've tried waiting him out before. Doesn't work. Might as well just answer the door.
America's tercentenary, Vault-Tec continues to expand with plans for well over 100 vaults around the country.
But we also see in Fallout 4, during the memory den scene where you're going through Kellogg's memories, you can see what some of his life was like in San Francisco and see the Golden Gate Bridge, which of course could be another massive reference to San Francisco throughout the game as well. Kellogg actually smokes San Francisco sunlights, while in the Nuka World DLC, there's actually a group called the Herbologists, which again have only pretty much other been seen in, I believe, Fallout 2, which was of course in San Francisco. So again, there are a lot of teasers and hints in the Fallout 4 game, but now I also feel like that one that we had from New Vegas, and that this Fallout show takes place in California, that the next location of the game is of course going to be San Francisco. Again, how awesome would it be is if the show eventually maybe led into the game. Of course, the show, the first season takes place in California, aka LA. The second season is going to take place in mainly Nevada, and them getting to New Vegas, and of course New Vegas in there. Maybe the season 3 has a lot of New Vegas, LA, all of this type of stuff. But eventually by the end, maybe at like the ending of the show or something, maybe the characters find their way in San Francisco and we get a little bit of a glimpse of San Francisco before it ends. And of course we have Fallout 5. You get to start and make a brand new character in San Francisco, and we finally get to explore what of course happened to them after the events of Fallout 2. And of course, I guess after this Fallout TV show, which is exploring a ton of Canada, which is exploring a ton of New Vegas now. So again, a lot of really interesting things there. I think San Francisco would be a great place for Fallout 5. I also think that having a New Vegas sequel after, of course, this Fallout, TV show would be awesome as well, considering Obsidian are supposed to be finishing up with a lot of their Fallout, a lot of their video games, they're working on now, like The Outer Worlds 2. Wouldn't it be awesome if, as soon as they got done with that, maybe by the end of this year, they started now production on Fallout New Vegas 2, and we got that in 2028, maybe 2029. Again, that would be phenomenal. It would be absolutely awesome, and I really do hope they eventually go down that direction, and instead of us waiting years for a Fallout game, we have a Fallout New Vegas 2 in 2029, Fallout 5 maybe in 2033, 2034, whenever Bethesda can finally get around to, of course, doing it. So I'm very interested to see how they're going to go with this Fallout Season 2. I'm very interested to see how they're going to go with Fallout 5, maybe even a Fallout New Vegas 2. Do you guys think as well that it will take place in San Francisco, or where do you guys think it's going to take place? Again, I'd very much like to know your thoughts and opinions. Again, subscribe to my gaming channel, which is this one, my IRL/vlog channel, my sports channel, which will all be linked down below. And I guess I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.